This is CBS 11 News at 6. The ones for Texas.
At 6 o'clock, a CBS 11 exclusive. A stunning verdict earlier today, $142 million awarded to the parents whose baby died at a Dallas daycare. Brooke Rogers live for us outside the courthouse. So the ruling even shocked the family we hear when this thing all came to an ending.
Doug, they say it is anything more than anything they could have expected or wanted, but they call it monopoly money. They know they're not actually going to see any of it. What they do want is change.
Oh, it's a nice day outside, isn't it?
One day later, 7-month-old Roger Lytle went to daycare and never came home. The owner of All in the Family Child Care Services allegedly swaddled Roger and left him on his side on an adult bed for hours. He rolled over and suffocated.
He was a beautiful life and he was alive, and one day he wasn't alive.
Today, more than 2 years later, a jury in the civil negligence case awarded the Lytles $142 million, more than 20 times what their attorneys asked.
I had tears well up my eyes because it was such a powerful statement by the jury, and they wanted to say something here, and they did.
The Lytles hope that message invokes change at the legislature. All in the Family is a home daycare, licensed but not insured, as is allowed by state law.
I'd like to see stronger regulation of daycares, starting with an insurance requirement. I think that'd be a first good step.
They believe requiring insurance would improve accountability and protect families whose children are injured.
What we've gained from the trial is just the peace of mind of knowing that there's been accountability, but it would be great if other people could gain something in the fact that their children would be safer at daycare in the future.
And his death was ruled an accident. The defense attorney declined to comment after the verdict was read. Reporting live in Dallas, Brooke Rogers, CBS 11 News.
A Dallas family won $142 million in a judgment in court today, but they're never going to see a penny of it in all likelihood, and they tell us that's the whole point. Andrea Lucia live with a story tonight you'll see only here on CBS 11. Andrea?
Yeah, Doug, the Lytle family walked out of here today having successfully sued a daycare over the death of their son. Their attorney calls this one of the largest verdicts in Dallas County history. But to them, it was the message, not the money, that mattered.
You're so cute.
Happy and healthy, 7-month-old Roger Lytle smiles widely in this video taken the day before his death.
It was a beautiful life and he was alive.
The owner of All in the Family Daycare allegedly swaddled the baby, laid him on his side, and left him for hours on a mattress where he rolled over and suffocated. But the $142 million judgment his parents won against that daycare is money they'll never see.
Despite a very large figure, at the end of the day, there's no chance that that money it doesn't exist anywhere.
The Lytles say with their lawsuit, they are instead trying to draw attention to the fact home daycares often don't have liability insurance.
The owner said she didn't carry it because she wasn't required to.
That means if a child were injured, or in this case killed, there's no money to recover.
For the future children that get injured, we need to have some insurance there for their medical bills to be paid.
After Roger's death 2 years ago, the state cited the daycare for failing to supervise him, failing to lay him in a crib and on his back, and failing to have CPR training. The business has since shut down. The Lytle's judgment may not make them instant multimillionaires, but it has provided them with one thing.
The peace of mind of knowing that there's been accountability.
Now, the Lytle's attorney said the jury sent a very strong message today with their decision. The family only hopes state lawmakers are listening. Reporting live in Dallas, Andrea Lucia, CBS 11 News.
A family who sued a Dallas daycare over the death of their son has won a $142 million verdict. The Littles say they don't expect to see 1 cent of that money, but they do say this is part of the point that they wanted to make. The family's 7-month-old son suffocated 2 years ago after being left swaddled and unsupervised on a mattress. Home daycares aren't required to have liability insurance, meaning there's rarely anything to recover if children are injured or killed.
There's no chance that that money it doesn't exist anywhere.
For the future children that get injured, we need to have some insurance there for their medical bills to be paid.
The daycare the Littles sued is no longer operating, and while their courtroom victory won't make the Littles millionaires, they do say it gives them peace of mind knowing someone was found responsible.